Welcome back, guys. We are in the hardcore Minecraft world. So things have changed, we have done stuff, we have put our time and effort into this world to at least make some stuff different. In today's episode, we are planning to hopefully get all of this done. It won't, of course, completely be done. So our main area of focus today for today's episode is up here. So I want to get this done. I want to get that done, and then I also want it done for this side. So then we can start building houses on top of this, and then we can start on the second section up here. But what I've done is I've created a water bit here. Should be nice and cool for you guys. This will basically be like 2 block full, and it's basically where the water just comes through. Instead of it being a wall, it's just nice and watery, basically. Nice and easy. So we're going to start building up the area I just showed you, and we'll get started from there, guys. So, as you can tell, we're using a different pattern of different cobblestone, andesite, stone, and obviously cobblestone. This is going to be a pattern that we're going to continue across there and across there. It may be different upstairs. We'll probably start to use more expensive items as we go higher and higher, because like I said, that's the poor section. This is the area where people come to be checked. So there could be maybe a jail over there or something. Just an area that will, of course, expect different type of items. The plan is to have that going up, then this going all the way to the end, of course, and then attaching to the back end over there, which will continue to the edge of the water. But it's also to make this section wider. So this is like a beginning version. So plan is to come around about here and then have that extend out and have this blocked off. So then you can have like more houses and like a bigger jail and stuff like that, instead of it just being this size. So from that end to that end, it's not big enough for like buildings and stuff. But as we're adding like a jail, it'll be improved to have it come out pretty decently around, and then you have this be blocked off, and then at the edge of them you have large walls which goes up and meets the height around there. But there's all fun and games. That is just experimental ideas at the moment. Of course, we are just trying to get this built and trying to get it as close to the concept as possible right now. And when we've done that, then we can be like, cool, let's move on to the extensive building of what we want to do. Plus, it's only day 61. It's not like drastically in this world. This is a project that's going to take a while, but once done, oh my god, will look phenomenal. So let's get building on this pattern, because the pattern's really easy. It is just place a block wherever you like without thinking. Just try to design a fun concept of a design, really, and not overly go crazy, but it shouldn't be too bad, guys. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos. We are on our way to 600 subs at the moment. At the time of recording, we are at 594. So smash the like button, guys, and join the gang. So far the design of this area is going really well. I do like the split here where it then transitions into this and then up to some stairs. Of course, down here the stairs will transition into that as well. So those stairs will be will change, but as you get up, you're going to end up with more items that are more rare. So you could even the stern, if you really want to make the area look like rarer, you can throw in stuff like obsidian if you wanted to, netherite if you really must, And then if you really want to push it, you could put calcium, andesite, or any type of item that's really rare visually, not like an actual item. So of course, if you're going to use bone blocks, that has a nice like white shine to it, but it's not as rare as possible. You can just create a bone meal farm and have unlimited amount. But for this, we're really going with like the visual look of, okay, so this bit's stone. How do we make the other areas look a little bit more expensive? Maybe it's the poshest section, so they might have, you know what, andesite in some of their houses, or even, in fact, they might have chimneys. Maybe in this poorer section, the cheaper section, they don't have chimneys. They don't have the chimney smoke. Maybe they have to live with the possibility of having like stuff come into their houses. Because basically, if you didn't know, I think it was Victorian era, they had a thing where you could have windows, but it was a thing called window tax. So the more windows you had, more you would be taxed on it. So it was Victorian or Georgian era situation. So that's why, like in England, some buildings have windows that are boarded up with stone, and then some that aren't, if it's like an older building. Of course, if it's a building that's just boarded up, then it could be something else. But at the moment, that's what that means. But ultimately, the plan is to just make this place look super cool, super historic, super like just fancy. But let's continue making the road, so the path, and we'll all go from there. So guys, we basically ran out of andesite, so I had to come down here and get us some more, because andesite is really decent. Like, it has a different textural design than 90% of blocks in Minecraft, so you can really use it as like a nice way of like design and stuff. But overall, this is like a great vine. I haven't gone down there, probably won't. We could probably go there now. Actually, I've got some torches. Yeah, it goes into dripstone down there, so you could technically use dripstone in the overall build as like a aesthetic. Same with like gravel and copper. Problem with gravel is because we are building up somewhat high, gravel would just fall. So that's the only downside. But ultimately, the plan is to just keep decorating. I'll show you what we've done to get back to the house. Would you count a house? Because it's not really a house, it's docks. Oh yeah, I hope you guys like this bit. I saw this as I was coming in, because I come here a little bit often with the idea of picking up stuff. So I come through all this, and then basically there's like this really cool water bit here, and you just go through that up and just keep following it, and you get to here, which is like another cave. And then through this cave you come where that creeper is, smack it a couple times, hope for the best. There you go, boom. And then you come out here. So basically it's looking good from this direction. So I started where my cursor is, started boarding up. I really need to sort this out. This was a mistake. I tried to fill this whole thing up with water and it terribly went wrong. Any advice on how to do stuff like that? Honestly, comment down below. I need that help. But yeah, basically I've started nearly finishing the overall design of the floor for this side. Once I've done that, it will all be ready to go really. I just have to replicate on that side. But it's going well. It's got a mix of different blocks and stuff like that. But yeah, we run out of andesite, so it was like really needed for certain parts, because certain direction of bricks would look better with a little spark of andesite. But once this is done, we will be very happy. So guys, we have now completed this section. and it wasn't too bad. It's very time consuming because you are just placing random blocks in any pattern, really. Ultimately, I like it. I think it looks cool. Comment down below what you guys think of the design. I think it's a really nice design. Some sections where there's maybe 2 blocks at the edge, but that doesn't really matter. It is ultimately, this is where we're gonna have buildings. Once we start building stuff on here, it's probably gonna be so much more nice and easier to like play with, really, because like I said, you're gonna have a wall going all the way here to about probably here. That is then going to continue there, and the wall will just turn with them, and may basically show that this is a different section. You must travel up here to get to said different section, but you also need to speak to the guards here, and then buy your fishing stuff from there. Really, ultimately, this is going to be a long time. This is a long time process. I'm not like F-Whip. I don't have the ability to suddenly spend hours upon hours upon hours on videos or projects, as I have 2 major ones at the moment, this one and then one on Platinum Adventures. So I do hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, where hopefully we can get further into building this as possible, maybe even start in the upper section. But I'm probably going to do a live stream now that I should have Wi-Fi tomorrow at my new place, and hopefully I can get some of this done during the live stream, because right now I also don't have a chair at my place, so I am literally sitting on a teddy bear while playing this game. So rest in peace my butts. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day.